How is everybody? Oh shit, I didn't have my britches zipped up. And they need to be pulled up too. This is my comedy show, my comedy special. And if y'all hear any cars or things going by, it's because we outside. We at the Outdoor Country Comedy Club. That's right. Now look at here. I see a lot of couples out here tonight. We got boyfriend and girlfriend. Ooh, you can tell they're married. Husband and wife. And back there I see some of them other, kind of couples. That's hip. That money's green too. Never ceases to amaze me. Every time I say I don't have a girlfriend, there's one girl gets mad. I met my girlfriend at the mall. She was shopping for clothes. I was at the escalator playing with a slinky. The first memory I had as a child was the face of my mother, my beautiful mother's face, looking at me from the outside of the oven window. Now, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. I have noticed that when ladies get like in their 40s or their 50s, and they have wrinkles on their face, they will say that when I was a young girl, I laid out in the sun too much. Now, me being a thinking man, I do not touch that. But me being a thinking man, I do know that all it is they are starting to look like their mama. This lady, this poor lady, went to the Kentucky Derby and bet on the horses. What color is she? Man, it don't matter what color she was or the color she is. When you are poor, you are poor. Poor is non-discriminatory. Poor is not racist. Poor is poor, like me. I'm from the country. Let me tell you about Poe. Y'all better watch this. Nice catch. Dig this. A lot of people think that since I'm white, I have privilege. I have what they call white privilege. Let me tell you about my white privilege. Every time I go to court, I have the privilege to pay their fine or to go to jail. Now, that is my white privilege. Anyway, this poor lady, she went to the Kentucky Derby, and she bet $16 on the horses. She hit 5 races. That's right. She won $1.2 million. $1.2 million. Now, people say that gambling is a disease. Well, I do not think so. I think that gambling is a cure, because it sure cured her. Free drinks at the Outdoor Country Comedy Show. You cannot beat that. You cannot. I went to a festival, and there was a man going around giving away free donuts. So I said, hey, dude, I want them free donuts. And he asked me, he said, are you Christian? And I thought to myself, well, yeah, I'm a Christian. But I also thought, if I don't tell him I'm a Christian, I am not going to get one of those donuts and I have the munchies. And then I thought, that is not very Christian of him. Went to my doctor the other day, and she put me on some new meds. That's right. And she said, Bobby, I want you to know these new meds could make you dizzy. I said, that's all good, man. That's cool. Because let me tell you, every time I get out the car, that's right, I steady myself. I hold on to the policeman's arm. Funny old world. I don't do drugs anymore. That's right. I kept noticing every time I did drugs that I would see these brilliant beams of light. And for some reason, in my head, I thought I could hear car horns. My friend, he was doing LSD. That's right. And he come up to me all tweaking and freaking, and he said, Bobby, I am going to climb up into the tallest building that I can find, jump out the window, because I can fly. I said, dude, wait a minute now. Why don't you try taking off from the ground first? See how that works. I have noticed that the people that do drugs and think they can fly are dead. When I was younger, this would probably be, it's back in the early 80s, I guess, not to age yourself. But me and my friend, we did some LSD. We went to the woods to do the LSD because if you do LSD in the city, it freaks people out. It really freaks the police out. So we're out in the woods getting high on LSD. We were tripping. Then a big bear came up. That is a buzzkill. But my friend, he stood up and saluted the bear and said, Smokey, we all about you, man. Forest fire prevention. You rock. It did not go well. For some reason, Smokey on television is cool. He's hip. He's down with it. But Smokey in the woods is irritated and mad. Free drinks at the Country Comedy Club. It is, if I did not say before, an alcoholic's dream. The other day, I saw a toothpick on the sidewalk. I picked up the toothpick and I took it to the woods and I set it free. I had another friend who had a horrible accident. That's right, it was a really horrible accident. So he had to have a face transplant. It was really bad. It was really sad. But it was funny. he did not get the color he was expecting. When you do comedy, you have to go to different cities, a whole bunch of cities, because you don't make much money doing comedy. I'm telling you. So I had to fly from Nashville to Atlanta. Now, if you're from up north, that's Atlanta, Georgia. So I decided I would put me on a pilot's uniform. I had the hat, the jacket, and the wings on my chest. As I was sitting in my seat, I was acting like I was drunk. Well, actually, I was drunk. As people would walk by me coming down the aisle, I would tell them, this plane is not going to Atlanta this morning. This plane is going to the Bahamas. Party on. You need not worry, because my stripper girlfriend, Kiki, is going to take us off. And when she gets us close to the Bahamas, she is going to wake me up, and I am going to land this bitch. I went into the liquor store the other day to get me a bottle. And the liquor store man gave me back a receipt. And I thought, cool. If it does not work, I can exchange it. My uncle was a clown in the circus. When he passed away, all of his friends came to his funeral in one car. I had another uncle who got hit by a piano, and it killed him. We went to his funeral, and it was low-keyed. My grandfather cannot do the things that he used to do. It is sad. He cannot bomb Germany anymore. Now, I live out in the country. I know you can tell. Watch yourself. Let me give you a gardening tip. If you grow tomatoes in your garden, it is good to put manure on them. It makes them really grow and makes them really good. But it is not good on a sandwich. I went to this restaurant and ordered me a club sandwich. Well, I fooled them, because I'm not in the club. Went to a dance club one night. They had the disco ball. They had all the flashing lights. It was jamming, man. I was doing my thing. I was showing the girls, I was doing my thing. Then I decided to leave. And down the road, the police pulled me over. And they had their disco lights. Their club lights was on, flashing all different colors. The strobe was happening. So I got out the car and I started to dance. Because I thought I had done made it to another club. I used to be a musician. It did not pay much either. Like comedy, it does not pay much. But anyway, I was a singer. I was a country singer. I sung the national anthem at all the cockfights. Free drinks. When I was a little bitty boy, I went to the closet one day and got the umbrella out on a beautiful sunshiny day. That's right. I climbed up on the roof of the house and I opened up the umbrella, stuck it real high, and I jumped off. It did not work. My friends just had a new baby. I do not know what happened to the old baby. But I decided that I would buy the new baby a gift. I did not know whether to get the new baby a toy or a pet. So I thought about it, and I got the new baby a rattlesnake. It is funny to me that babies do not go on vacation, but yet they are at the beach. I met a homeless man the other day. He asked me for some money. You know how I think. I thought to myself, I said he would probably take this money and buy drugs or alcohol. That's right. So I thought again to myself, shit, that is what I am going to do. I had a parrot. Excuse me. I had a parrot, and my parrot died. He did not tell me he was hungry. Well, my time's just about up. I don't know. I'll do a couple more for you. I went to the zoo, and they had the tigers out there. It was really cool. And they had them in about a 12 to 14 foot high cage, and it did not have a roof on it. So I started thinking. I saw a documentary that said a tiger can jump 12 times the length of its body. I backed up. Damn. So I started looking around. I saw mothers and fathers with their children. I saw fathers with their children. I saw mothers with their children. And I seen one woman had 3 little kids. So that made me formulate a plan. And y'all know what I'm going to say. Yes, I can outrun those people. In closing, because my time's about up, but in closing here at the outdoor country comedy club with free drinks. I'm telling you, can't beat it, man. Can't beat it with a stick. That's a country saying. Anyway, my buddy, my friend from California, he moved to Tennessee, and he asked me one time, he said, man, can you get any moonshine? I want to try some moonshine. I said, yeah, man, I can get us some shine sometime. So we found ourselves at a country party, an outdoor party. They had a big bonfire built. I had gotten us some moonshine. We were sitting on a log by the fire. And my friend turned to me And he said, I always thought it was better than this. And I was like, shit, man, this is some killer shine. It don't get no better than this. So I'm telling you, we sit there for a little while, and I'm thinking, damn. So he asked me, he said, man, where's the bathroom? We are outside at a country party, a hoedown, a barn dance. Where do you think? The bathroom is in the woods. So my buddy, he gets up and just runs through the fire. And as he runs through the fire, I say, I always thought it was better than this. You fucker. True story. A lot of my stuff is true. I do old jokes. You might have heard them. I do new jokes. It is your job to figure out the new from the old. Well, my time is up. I hope I have been funny. My friends say I am funny, but they could just be jiving me and making fun of me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself. My time is up. You can catch me at most local barns in Tennessee if you want to see me. You may be able to catch me at Zany's on amateur night, depending on how well you folks dig on what I'm doing. Well, thank you so much. And he does not drop the mic.